Yeah, good afternoon, guys. So today also we will look into the fast APIs and what are all the RESTful APIs and what is the definition of RESTful APIs and all. Okay. So if you guys are very new to web application development, right? Understanding what is the URL, what is the request, what is HTTP protocol, and how we are using HTTP methods to build the API. What is an API? How it will try to communicate with these things and all. These things are very basic minimum requirement to work on or to work with the web frameworks like fast API and all. So also uh, there is a like there are different frameworks built on the purpose. Like Django will be serving different purpose and Flask and as well as fast API. So if you want to build lightweight APIs or like high performance APIs, and if you want to build an application specific to APIs, right? Then Fast API framework is a very good choice in this AI era, right? So, like I have seen many why this Fast API is becoming more famous because, like, with the AI data and all, what are all the data? It through APIs they have to deliver to the browser, right? So, the framework what they are using is to build those APIs to send the data, to send the response to the web server, where web server can be using browser. Web server will send to the that data to the browser to show it in your display. So the framework vastly used is Fast API right now. That's why the Fast API is very demanding. Okay. Also, many guys will tell like, yeah, pretty easy. Yeah, it is very much easy if you know some of the key terminologies way behind only. Now, Python languages we have seen like oops concepts, how the things are around are there, right? So we have to deeply understand what are all the things we are using and what are all the libraries we are using in the coming days also. So we will start why we are using list or dictionaries, taking the static data means. Let us understand the syntax first in detail, and later on we'll try to follow the best practices and try to use the live database connections and all. Okay, I hope some of the questions I might have answered in this brief intro. With okay, let us try to work on. So we were doing all those things, right? So what we will do, I hope you guys have taken a note of this. So what I will do, I will this erase it for from fast API, import fast API. So this is the one. So we will use the list and dictionary to store the data in the memory. Okay, so this users is the thing. So yes, see this without you have not given anything means this will be a root. Okay, so root endpoint means whenever the application when you visit the root, and yeah, when the application is on the root endpoint endpoint you will visit by default. You will visit by default. So the root endpoint will be loaded first. See, I have declared here from first API this one, and at the rate API. I have shown it is a decorative syntax. This one, okay, at the rate API is the decorative app, at the rate apps or at the rate app dot get is the decorative syntax. Okay, that allows you to define the endpoint and the HTTP methods. Okay, for that endpoint, so we are using it now. Quickly, let me check whether my server is on. Yes, it is on. I will go here and yeah, see, you have not passed any URL here. Only you have passed the IP address. So by default, this one is loading. So this is called as root endpoint. Understood? Okay. Root endpoint is that endpoint where whenever you load the application, first page what you want to show. Okay. That is the this thing. That is the root endpoint. So, I am visiting Amazon.in. So this is the root page. This is the root page, and in this so too much of data. So what this is called as um top navbar, the HTML CSS things. These are all the separate divs which all be shown, and this is a footer of that application. So whenever whosoever uh, loads this URL, right, this is the data in our application. This is the root page in our application. This is the root page. Okay. Yes. To to relate the things now, get all the users or products. Okay, so since we have different users list, right, get all the users. Okay, now app.get users, and now I will reload it. And if you want to see what are all the, if you want to use Swagger and try to call this, so uh, slash docs you have to do, and try it out, this execute. So this will return a response empty because you have not inserted any element into this thing. Okay, this is slash user endpoint. So when coming to CRUD, right, so we are doing this read operation here. Okay, so let us do a create operation. I hope you guys are understanding. If you want me to slow down, I will definitely slow down. Please add a comment. But are you guys getting now, or any terms, any doubts related to URL, HTTP protocol? What are all the HTTP methods? Please drop a message. We'll spend some time there also. Yes. Okay. So this is the read operation. Now create operation. So um, we'll uh, we will uh, we will create using this operation called post, and we'll take like yeah, this one, create dictionary, append user. Okay, but user is a dictionary, but we are what are all the parameters I need? Name and ID should be the provided in the request body. So please, We are defining this thing as an explicitly user request. Now you are giving a post users and these things. So whenever you are doing a creation operation, you will do a post request. uh, so now you will go here, and what I'll do, oh, default, no, when I do this is defaultly loaded, so I will use dot. So to you have to use swagger by default, because to pass a request body, right? It's like a postman. If any guys, like swagger is nothing but it's like a you are testing those APIs, right? Postman also will do the same. Okay, but you have to install it again. Here it is coming by default, that's it. um, and here name id1 name Sharad, like that. I want to execute it. See, yeah, this has been created right now, and without refreshing, because if we refresh that, yeah, this is previously it was showing empty. Now you have inserted a record. You have added an element using append keyword. Okay, okay, getting. Shall I move to next method? Okay, how you can use post for creation. So guys, we are at the beginning. We will be doing this every day now. So you will be getting hands-on. Easily you will get an hands-on. Don't worry. Okay. Um, hmm, app.get. Now this now, so if you, this is a list of users we will be returning in the get. So here, if you want get the user by id, get the user by id. In the real time scenario, what I do, I will click on refrigerators. I will click on this particular refrigerator. So this Godrej and all. See, since this is a huge URL, but this what is exactly what I am doing. So I want this details, right? This product details. So this inside, I have what I have done. I have now done a get request right now. Same thing we are trying to do here. Get user and see this parameter, integer. If so, for user of id, for user in a user of id equal to user id, then they will return the user, otherwise the user not found. What if now the parameter is is expecting an integer, right? What if I pass an string here? Let us see all the things we will actually, yeah, see, here is a please correct the following validation error. So this is the validation. Why fast API, it performs, it gives some strong support. So here see the argument thing it is expecting, so it is telling me to pass me an integer. Okay, when I execute it, it is giving me user not found. Let us see get request. Let us perform the get request now. See, there is an empty. We have refreshed it, right? So let us insert an. Uh, let us insert. Okay, the name. Okay. Ah, okay. Now I will do a get. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, it is. It was already there. Oh, otherwise I have clicked twice. I don't know. Now let us do. Uh, Okay, let us use this one where yeah it will try to use this user ID. When I will try to create a new user to Ravi Kumar. Here there is a new record has been created. Yes, to come. Let us see the list. Yes, there are three records. Now I will pass to here. Execute it. Yeah, Ravi returned. Okay. So this is the get by ID. Yes. Now we'll create a put API. Create a put endpoint to update the user by ID. This is an update operation which we were yesterday we are not able to see it, right? Yes. uh, any doubts, guys? Any doubts, please let me know. So this endpoint building is very basic, and database connection, these two you need to know. Then later on you can use cache, like that. Those things are next. Getting right now? Shall I move to update? Okay, I will use put. And for update, I am passing, see, I am expecting an user ID and updated thing. User not found. See this user ID here. So how? Okay, I will go to here, refresh, put. Whenever you do a refresh, you have need to understand that the temporary memory what you have served, it has been gone. You need to insert new records. Okay, to test it out. Try to test it out. More you spend time, we will get to know more things. And in the interviews, the expectation why it is more means they know, the senior guys know nowadays, like learning has become very much easier. Docs are there, AI is supporting best practices and all. We need to understand, like why we are doing this and what are the things we are doing this, what is the purpose and all everything. So the ask is like more from the interview side, instead of only knowing the things what has to be done, like that. Here I will try it out. What I will do, I will pass update user to, where name I will update it as Sachin, or Ravi Kumar. You have to click execute. So here this one, the put, now it has been updated. So now when you do get right, previously it shown Sharath and this thing you have passed. Now it has been showing Ravi Kumar. Second, this thing has been updated. Getting, guys? So you have used put for it. So the last one. So this how you will pass the ID and make the argument like the expectation here. Here also, if for the put request also it's the same thing. Um, where I will go to here, and what I will do, I will make this as a string. Then I will try to execute. It should be throw an error. See, user ID must be NC. Okay. Uh, the last one, what we will see is the delete method. We have used remove that ID from the list. Okay. Please type, guys, instead of doing this. Please type. You will get to know based how to debug an issue also. What I am doing, user of ID. equal to the user ID what I'm founding, I'm trying to remove it. Otherwise, if the ID is not there, then I will doing this thing. So now we should again unfortunately refresh. Okay, now the new method came, and again the data is empty because this is a temporary memory, right? You guys are saving. Now we'll try to add only one record to test it out for delete. What happens while telling it looks pretty easy for anyone. uh, Even our trainee used to say, like, we used to also ignore like practicing, but the more we practice, confidence will grow within us, and we will try to explore the framework as much as we can. That is the only which comes with practice. Okay, so we have a now list. Now what I here also, you are here also see int. You are expecting they are expecting us to pass the int, which uh, I will mention three where user not found. Yes, we have the user ID with only one, and if I pass any other things instead of at, see, it should only be an integer. Okay, error validation. Now user deleted successfully. Now when you call a get, see there is an empty array. So this is the basic where we are performing the CRUD operation using the list to understand what is CRUD and how you can do those CRUD operations inside the FastAPI framework. Okay, I hope you guys are getting. Any doubts? Okay, let me ask some questions. Some questions related to FastAPI. And okay, bro, what's the difference between get and post? Okay, so get, mm, um, so get request will will be used to retrieve the data from the server. Means what are all the records uh, in the wi- in the array now, in the list, in the users list, right? Users list, it will be returned. So that is what get request is doing. The you- post request job is to create a new record in the users list. So get will give the all the list of the users. User, it's the post request where if you want to create another new user in the web application where you want to add any product. Okay, so you while placing an order, right? While placing buy now, you are trying to create a new order. So if you want to create a new record means you will be using post request. Okay, getting? Okay. So put and delete, you guys understood? Put means there is an existing record. I want to update some things. Then uh, you can update those params using that key. You all the parameters will be updated, and delete means will remove that record from the list. Right now it's list, but like in the further today, hopefully today night, again we can connect, or tomorrow morning we'll do a very long session around 2 hours where we will try to explore each library and what are all the things we are doing under the hood. Okay, So the more we spend time on fast API framework, more things will be unblocked and more clarity will come. Getting, guys? So now you guys are good with the CRUD operations, right? So anything, if anyone asks CRUD, you guys are good with URL. What is an URL? What is HTTP protocol? And what are all the CRUD methods? Yeah. Okay. Okay then. The next things, and I will request you to guys practice the Python programs and all. Try to understand the logic behind it. That should be running by hand in hand. Also, while learning with the fast API, so we have to do simultaneously both work to improve our logical thinking. Okay. uh, Logical thinking slowly it is improves. Many people then are right now with chat gpt it doesn't require. No, we still we require like when to use what based on the scenarios, right? Yeah, we should understand what is the requirement here and all everything. So for that problem solving skill we have to enhance day by day by ourselves. Okay. uh, so for this session, we have seen this CRUD operations using list and dictionaries. In the coming session, we will see how to connect to the database, and and we will also see the what are all the dependencies we used in the fast API, where like it depends on where if you want that method be used by one or more, like if the method can like private method, if you want to validate that before that going to request, if you want to validate certain things, that by using that keyword, how to do it, how to build a login API, those things in the coming days we'll cover one by one. So this was the yesterday's, and today was please make it as a like basic session, basic setup and all the things. What are all the things we have done here? Okay. Still a lot to go, but this was the basic thing which we need to really understand for the next things. Okay. Okay, guys. Then we'll end this session here, and we'll connect tomorrow or today night. I will let you know, and there we'll see one by one in detail. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining this.